The good old buddy cop spy comedy movie, an idea that we have never seen done before. The Spy Who Dumped Me, a comedy featuring Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon. This movie follows the plot as Mila Kunis figures out that her ex-boyfriend is the secret agent working for the CIA. Without going into spoilers, she finds out, stuff happens, all of a sudden her and Kate McKinnon figure out they need to become spies, at least for the duration of this mission. So the question I always ask going into comedies is what makes a comedy a good movie? For me personally, if I will laugh at a comedy, I think it's a good movie. I'm not always looking for a well-written script, which is nice when it does happen. And I'm not always looking for great acting. But again, that's always a plus when it does happen in a comedy. But when I watch a movie like this, I base it off of how much did I actually laugh during this. And surprisingly, I did laugh a lot in this movie. I enjoyed myself watching it. And I know, a movie like this, a spy comedy specifically, it's been done so many times, and we have seen so many variations of the same script. I do think though, within that subgenre, this movie does have its own legs. It kind of takes it in places that other movies haven't before, and it does find its own voice in that. The best way to know if you're going to like this movie or not is how much you actually like Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon. If you do not find these two individuals funny, you're not gonna like this movie. But if you enjoy seeing them on screen and you usually laugh at most of their work, you're gonna love this movie. I also think that's usually the unique thing about comedy movies is that you can usually tell how much you're gonna like it based off the actor within that movie. And that's not always the case, but most of the time, like if Will Ferrell's in a movie, I'm gonna laugh at a Will Ferrell movie because they're all very similar. He's usually playing some crazy character like Ron Burgundy or Ricky Bobby, but the type of comedy that he presents is always very similar. And I think the same thing is with these two actresses. The second that Kate McKinnon comes on the screen in this movie, she's just doing Kate McKinnon things. And for me, I've always been a fan of her ever since SNL. Honestly, she's probably like one of the few people I even like on SNL right now. I find her hilarious. And in this movie, she just does what she does best. I do think she has more of the comedic role in this movie. And if you were to have to size the two of them up, I think Mila Kunis kind of has the straight man role. That's not to say she isn't funny in this movie as well, because she is. But just the dynamic of the two, she's kind of the more serious one, kind of going through the mission, and Kate McKinnon's just there for laughs. And it's pretty funny. There's one scene in particular, and again, no spoilers, but there's a subtle cameo when Kate McKinnon makes a phone call, and it is one of the funniest things I've seen in a movie in a long time. And if you did see it, maybe you know what I'm talking about. That being said though, the action in the scene wasn't all that bad either. It really felt like you were kind of watching a Mission Impossible type movie with just a very simple plot, and these two characters just kind of running around in the middle of it. It's like if you were to watch Tom Cruise do this integral fight scene and there's just two bystanders just kind of in the middle of all of it trying to just survive. Because there are some people that get beat up in this movie. There is a lot of blood. This movie does not hesitate to show a lot of that. But again, I think it's all how you judge a comedy movie, because if you're looking for a movie like that, just go see Mission Impossible, because you're not gonna find the perfect action scenes in this movie. What you will find in this movie is subpar action scenes that are still entertaining and great comedy that hopefully will make you laugh. So that's it. I think this is probably a movie you could wait till on DVD because there's nothing very important about needing to see it in theaters right away, but it's still worth a watch, I'd say. So have you seen it? What do you think? Comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.